Welcome back to Wizard's Workshop. My name is Stacy Rowland, and this is my first attempt at an official video. Um, I haven't I haven't done one of these for a while, and it was out of procrastination. It's I think we all have it. I do, and I did it. When I started, I can't call it a business. I'll admit it's a way of making money, but the inspiration never died. The idea never died. And I was reminded tonight, in fact, to get off my butt and to start producing. And so here I am producing. Uh, it had to be done. There's like this window of opportunity that we're in right now where we're hyper aware of the winds of change. We know that things are changing in our world. And there are a lot of voices that are trying to tell us which way to go. And a lot of those voices I don't agree with. And I don't expect you to agree with mine. But just like those voices that I don't agree with, I'm going to put my voice out there too. Because I feel it needs to be heard. I'm motivated to talk. I'm compelled. There's an nagging in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit that says there's a thing for you to do. Get off your ass, stop procrastinating, and do it. So here I am talking, and I don't want to. I've avoided it. I tried to do other things with my time. One thing I focused on, uh, because you have to. If I'm going to imagine that my voice should be heard, then I should also live a life that is worthy, is good, is harmonious. So I'm not just talking out my rear, but sharing what I do, sharing who I am. And one of those things that I sidetracked on, knowingly, willingly, was plants. Last fall, I went on a binge for, well, till COVID. Actually, it was more than that. It was maybe a year and a half ago. Or, yeah, whatever. Anyway, time. So I bought lots and lots of plants for inside the house. Before that, I'm a gardener, and so most of my focus has been on outdoor plants because I'm also utilitarian, and outdoor plants are useful in my heart and my mind, and so that was been my focus. And I've had house plants, but never very many. But I live in Utah, and I live in Salt Lake, and our air is funk in our winters, and so a way that I imagined I could help myself was to put a lot of plants in my house. And so I focused on that, learning about plants, how to keep them alive, what plants are good in what places in the house because of the lighting conditions. And then, of course, I geek out and I have over here a humidity chamber. And in the humidity chamber, I have basically massacred a lot of carnivorous plants because it got too hot in this room in the summer, which was another reason to procrastinate and sit here and start recording the sound of my own voice. Uh, it's those little tangents that always take me away, but I want to continue talking. Uh, so this sidetrack was for a purpose, and it was to, well, hone a skill. and I haven't mastered it. I'm going to be the first. I have killed a lot of plants over the last couple of years, and I spent a lot of money on a lot of plants over the last couple of years, and it seems like a wasted investment. But the plants I have are the ones that inform me that I can keep those alive. And so focusing on those instead of some of the more rare, uh, really expensive plants, I would, it would be a shame for me to spend a bunch of money on something like that and then kill it. And so I like easier plants. But that was my tangent for the last year instead of producing the workshop. And what the workshop is it's a coaching practice. Uh, I have learned ways to develop myself, and I'm not perfect. I'm no saint. I am not the right weight. I'm overweight, and what I've learned is what I need to teach myself. And I think that's a lot of what coaching is seeing ourselves in others, that you are my reflection and I am your reflection. And what I change in me can change out there. The COVID has basically not only created a way for us to not be able to get together as much in person, but it created a way for us to get together out of our own homes, which was inevitable. I think that not so much that being locked in, and some of you are a lot more locked in than I am, and I am sorry that that's happening to you. But I think it's a way for us to talk, to get to know each other. And like I said, actually I haven't said it because that was the video I erased. The workshop is about self-development. And I've learned a lot, and I know a lot of people are looking for advice. They're looking for help. And as I'm working on me, I want to help you find what works for you. And I'm hoping to spend more time making videos and writing. And you can go to wizardsworkshop.com. I don't know where I'm going to put the thing, probably right there because there's the most space. And go check it out. Learn something. Like it, don't like it. It's an offering. And my wish is that we make a better world. That we're all in this together. And I want to see the beauty. I want to see that everybody sees the beauty in the world and our place in it. And I'm hoping that's what I'm going to share. This is, I guess, an introduction. I was hoping I'd say something. I have tons of time, so maybe I should get into something. I was attempting to talk about this before in the video I erased because it was garbage. But in the earlier video, you can look at the ones that I produced. One of the topics that I shared, that I don't know why worms are something I want to talk about, but I'm still going to, and maybe this will be the last time I do. In every single home, people can have a small to large, if you have a larger family, then you'll want a larger bin. A bin that has earthworms, red wigglers specifically. And what that will do is reduce your garbage output. Instead of taking your food scraps, because we all eat, and COVID's a good example. I mean, we order a bunch of food now, I'm sure, but if you're making food in your home, there's always scrap. There's always leftover. And if we don't have dirt to have a compost bin, we don't have a place to put that scrap, that food. And it goes into the waste bin, then it goes out into the landfill, and it rots. Or it gets eaten by carrion. But generally it's going to just rot in place, which is disgusting. But the amount of food waste that we produce is insane. Besides, the dialogue about restaurants, just your home, my home, looking at what is food that gets thrown in the garbage. When I started my worm bin, I reduced my waste by more than half. And I lived in an apartment. And I don't know what that looks like now because I don't have food scrap waste. And I started my bin over 20 years ago. I've been a massage therapist 26, 24, what year is this, 2020? 24 years. I've been a massage therapist 24 years. I started the bin around then, and I've bought one batch of worms. And I've lived in different homes, and I had different care with it. And it changed over time, and it's gotten better and it's gotten worse, but now I'm on a good cycle with it. But it's like a, it's like a family pet, but it's worms. But the thing about the worms and with the plants is that the food scraps are turned into fertilizer. And the fertilizer can be used on house plants, and it can be used on the outdoor plants. And so not only have I reduced my food scraps, I've produced plant food for free because I don't have to buy it. It doesn't come from a chemical chain. It doesn't come from a ranch. It's organic. I know what's in it. And it is all in-house. It stays here. So yeah, that's one of the things I want to share. And again, I'm hoping this is the last vermiculture video. I'm not even going to show you what it looks like because mine is still dirty. I am a utilitarian. I don't apologize for my mess. I'm a messy human being. But you, in your home, can have a clean bin system. If you have a garage, you can keep it in a garage. If you have an apartment, you can keep it under a sink. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it does a lot. It's a machine. It's an organic machine that will reduce your waste. And it's necessary in our world. We talk about global climate change because we know that it's happening. We're aware, or at least we think we are. But my thought, like most of the ones I'll have, you'll either like it or you don't. Instead of focusing on humans as the problem, we're also the solution. And instead of paying a sin tax, instead of paying a carbon tax that then goes to some bureaucracy that pays people in offices to do analyses and make decisions for us, that we make the decisions for ourselves and we act accordingly. We act upon the earth in the best way we can under the circumstances that we have while we develop better circumstances for the future. But we do that. We as individuals, we as a community of people, share ideas. And I think that's the best way it should be done, is that we share ideas. And so this is why I'm compelled to talk, Um, yeah, and then I draw a blank. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. I have a lot of things I've been needing to say. And this is the platform I'm going to use. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to record this nonsense and give it to you. And hopefully do it with some consistency and stop procrastinating. All right. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, put the like button helps, I've heard. Subscribing helps. That's nice. It's good for my ego. It lets me know you're listening. It lets me know you're there. There's a lot of voices out there, and mine's not special. I'm not special. I'm a procrastinator. I say too many times. I don't always know what to say. I'm going to try and not script things out, but be a little bit more organized in my thoughts. This is my first official video. And so I didn't plan. I just needed to do. And so thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye.